Hello students, good morning. Welcome to DPS online classes. So my name is Vinod and I will teach you mathematics. So let us start the topic. Our topic is chapter number 5 and the name of the topic is complex numbers and quadratic equations. Complex numbers and quadratic equations. Firstly, introduction. First of all, first you have studied in 10th class that the topic of quadratic equation. You know what is the quadratic equation, how to find the roots of quadratic equations, and what are the nature of roots, right? So if discriminant greater than 0, then equation has real and unequal roots. If discriminant is positive, then the equation has real and unequal roots. If discriminant is equal to 0, then equation has real and equal roots. And if discriminant is less than 0, then equation has no real roots, right? This discriminant is negative. If discriminant is negative, then equation has no real roots. So our topic is complex number. So no real roots means imaginary roots. So to understand this imaginary root, let us take one example. Let x square plus 1 equal to 0. That gives x square is equal to minus 1. Then x is equal to plus minus square root of minus 1. Now this is square root of minus 1. The mathematician gave this name this as iota. So this root of square root of minus 1, it is named as iota, IOTA. It is represented by I, right? Therefore the values of x are plus minus iota, plus minus iota. Similarly, we can take one more example. If I take x square plus 4 equal to 0, which implies x square is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to plus minus square root of minus 4, that is equal to, means x is equal to plus minus 2 iota. So the roots of this quadratic equation are plus minus 2 iota, right? Now as you know the square root of complex numbers, as you know square root of, okay, square root of negative real number is considered as a imaginary number. This imaginary number, to understand the imaginary number, you have to know the square root of negative real number is considered as an imaginary number. For example, square root of minus 1 is equal to iota. Square root of minus 2, that is equal to square root of 2 into iota. Square root of minus 3 is equal to square root of 3 into iota. And the square root of minus 4 is equal to 2 iota, right? It means this iota is equal to the square root of minus 1. Now next topic is integral powers of iota. Integral powers of iota. Let us find firstly iota square. Iota square is equal to minus 1. You have to remember this. Iota square is equal to minus 1. And iota raised to the power 3, that is equal to iota into iota square, is equal to iota into minus 1, because the value of iota square is minus 1. So I put the value iota square is equal to minus 1 here, then it is equal to minus iota. So iota power 3 is equal to minus iota. Similarly, iota raised to the power 4 is equal to iota square into iota square. It is equal to minus 1 into minus 1. It is equal to 1, right? So iota raised to the power 5, it is equal to iota raised to the power 4 into iota. It is equal to 1 into iota, because the value of iota raised to the power 4 is 1. So the value of iota raised to the power 5 is equal to iota. Similarly, iota raised to the power minus 2, that is equal to 1 over iota square. Now you know the value of iota square is minus 1. So by putting the value of iota square, it is equal to minus 1. So its answer is minus 1. Now let us take one more example. Iota raised to the power minus 3. So which is equal to 1 over iota raised to the power 3. Iota raised to the power 3, as you know its value is minus iota. So put the value, we get 1 over minus iota. Now multiplying and dividing it by iota. Right? So this is equal to iota over minus iota square. 1 into iota is equal to iota, and minus iota into iota, that is equal to minus iota square. Similarly, when you put the value of iota square, that is equal to minus 1, we get iota upon minus into minus 1. So its answer is iota only, right? This statement, iota square is equal to iota into iota, that is equal to square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1, which is equal to square root of minus 1 into minus 1, which is equal to square root of 1, is equal to 1. This statement is the value of iota square is equal to 1. This statement is false. As you know, the value of iota square is equal to minus 1. Why this statement is false? This statement is false statement. Why? Because the two numbers we multiplied, because if I multiply square root of a and square root of b, that is never be equal to square root of ab if both a and b are negative, right? So you have to remember that these two numbers never be multiplied, and it never gives square root of AB, because A and B both are negative real numbers. This root a and root b, it is equal to square root of ab only possible if either both a and b are positive real number, or one of them is positive real numbers, right? So you have to remember this result, that square root of a into square root of b, it is equal to square root of ab if either both a and b are positive, or one of them is positive real numbers. Otherwise, if both a and b are negative real numbers, then they cannot be multiplied to get a root ab. So that's why this statement is a false statement. So we conclude that the value of iota square is always equal to -1, right? Now come to the topic, the complex number, right? Complex number. What is a complex number? Its definition is, to understand the complex number, you should know the definition of complex number. A number which is of the form a plus iota b, where a and b are real numbers and I stands for iota, that is I is equal to square root of -1, is called a complex number, right? So what is complex number? Complex number is the number which is of the form a plus iota b, where a and b are real numbers and I stands for iota, and its value is I is equal to square root of -1, is called a complex number. It is denoted by z, small z, right? So let us take example. For example, 2 plus 3 iota. This is the example of complex number. Similarly, second example is 3 minus 4 iota, right? Next example is 3 plus root 2 iota. Next example is -3 plus 1 by 2. So these are the examples of complex number. In the complex number, z is equal to a plus iota b A is called real part of Z, that is REZ. REZ means real part of complex number Z, and B is called imaginary part. B is called imaginary part of the complex number Z. It is represented by IMZ, that is imaginary part of Z, right? Let Z is equal to 2 plus 5 iota. Here a real part of this complex number Z is equal to 2, this one, and imaginary part of the complex number Z is equal to 5. So it is understood that A is called the real part of complex number, Z is equal to A plus iota B, and B is called imaginary part of Z, right? Now purely real. Purely real means there is only real part. Here imaginary part of complex number is equal to 0. For example, Z is equal to 3 and Z is equal to 1 by 3. Z is equal to root 2. Here there is no imaginary part, there is only real part. So that's why this is called purely real. And purely imaginary. Purely imaginary means Z is equal to 3 iota. Here real part is 0 and imaginary part is 3. There is only imaginary part. So that's why this is called purely imaginary. And another example, Z is equal to 1 by 3 iota. Z is equal to root 2 iota. So these are the examples of purely imaginary. And Z is equal to 3, Z is equal to 1 by 3, Z is equal to root 2. These are the examples of purely real means imaginary part of complex number equal to 0, and purely imaginary means real part is 0. Real part of complex number equal to 0. So it is, I hope you understand this topic, purely real and purely imaginary. Now let Z1 is equal to A plus iota B and Z2 is equal to C plus iota D. Here Z1 is equal to Z2 if and only if A is equal to C and B is equal to D. That is, real part is equal to real part and imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. So whenever two complex numbers are equal, if and only if A is equal to C and B is equal to D, right? Okay, to understand the topic equal complex numbers, as you know, two complex numbers are equal if real part real parts are same or and imaginary parts are same. So let us solve one example. In your NCERT book there is example number 1. Let us solve to understand this equal complex numbers. The example is, if 4x plus iota 3x minus y is equal to 3 plus iota into minus 6, where x and y are real numbers and you have to find the values of x and y. Now it is understood in the question that this complex number is equal to this complex number. Means you have, let us solve this, 4x plus iota 3x minus y is equal to 3 plus iota into minus 6. As you know, two complex numbers are equal if real parts are equal. So we get 4x is equal to 3. Real part is equal to real part. And imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. That is 3x minus y, it is equal to minus 6. From this we have x is equal to 3 by 4. So the value of x equal to 3 by 4. Now put this value of x is equal to 3 by 4 in this equation. We get 3 into 3 by 4 minus y, it is equal to minus 6. So we get 3 into 3, 9. This becomes a 9 by 4 minus y, it is equal to minus 6. Shift this y to right hand side and shift this minus 6 to left hand side. We get 9 by 4 plus 6, it is equal to y. On simplification we get its value is 33 by 4. Right? So the value of y is 33 by 4. So the answer is x equal to 3 by 4 and y is equal to 33 by 4. Thank you.